Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brickworld. And initially I planned to work today on that area you can see right here, the marketplace, but I do not have all the bricks. They are still on the way to me via the post, and so we are going to do something else. We are going to that area here at the bus terminal, and we're going to use some illegal building techniques today to create a very nice looking rounded corner here. So stay tuned for today's update. And here it is. You can see I'm using that illegal building technique. It means I'm using a technique that makes a lot of stress on the bricks. I'm using 2x2 tiles and 1x1 plates to make that structure that I can bend here into that rounded form. And it's an illegal technique because that's something that, as I said, creates a lot of stress on the parts. That's something you will never see on an official Lego set. That's the reason why it's called an illegal building technique. But that makes it possible for me to create that rounded corner. I'm laying some of these dark bluish gray tiles below it, so it looks like the corner and the street itself is rounded, and it makes a very nice looking structure, I think. I also added these little stickers here at some places on the streets, and these are they are from a Star Wars set, and it looks like a very nice addition. That's the sticker, and it's from a Lego set, from a Star Wars set, from the Millennium Falcon. I'm showing you a little picture here, and I think they are making a very nice addition for that. I don't know the English word, but you can go to the other street, to the sewers. And I'm also wanted to use that technique I used on the street to make the other side of that rounded corner, but it's, as you can see here, I'm testing it a little bit. If you're using the technique on the other side and bending it like that, it's going to break in 99% of every idea I used. So I added another technique with hinges, and it's no problem because you're not seeing the back side very good from wherever you are standing. But I'm using these plants elements here to cover all the little gaps that you have when you're using a technique like this. And you can see I'm added a lot of little leaves here, and it looks quite nice. Also starting to add the missing parts of our wall here that divides the public area on the left side from that train track area on the other side. And that's it for the first part of today's video. And I think that rounded corner makes it much more interesting here, and also fits perfectly to my idea of that bus terminal here. And that's not everything. I added 2 new base plates for upcoming projects. I also added a lot of tiles and plates under our train tracks to make it possible to let them lay down. In future updates we are going to make some big additions here. We are going to add the old train station building here in dark red. And we're also adding, it's in German you call it Stellwerk. It's, I think, signal box in English. That's a place where all the signals for the trains and all the switches are controlled. And we're going to build a signal box that is above the train tracks. That's called Reiterstellwerk in German. I don't know the English word, but it's a quite nice thing, I think, for the Brickworld. Also adding some more parts of our wall here. As you can see, there's a very big white part that's going to be a billboard. And I used a sticker from the official Daily Bugle set, scanned it, and made it much more bigger, cut it a little bit, and created my own sticker to make that Vote for Osborne billboard here. I think it's looks quite nice, and I'm think about using that as an inspiration to make some political parts in the city. Maybe you have some ideas for that. Feel free to write it in the comments. But for now, we're adding some more dark bluish gray tiles here on our new base plates. It's just the foundation work for future updates. I'm also adding some more structure here with different layers, also to hide these little holes from our mills plate on the left side. There's going to be some more, there's not going to be buildings or something like that in the future, but some plants, some clutter, some graffitis on the wall. But for now, I'm adding a new overhead line post here on that switch, just to have it at the right location, not missing it in later updates. Adding some more little details, also adding some new mini figures to that area. Some kids with a camera, and also adding a dog in a minute. So we have now 670 minifigures in the city, and that's a big number, but yeah, it's going to be much more bigger in the future with upcoming updates. And let's look at that area here in the night mode. I think it looks quite nice, especially with that rounded corner in front of that train track area in the backside. As always, write me in the comments, what do you think about our use of that illegal building technique to create that rounded corner here. Also, what do you think about the billboard? As always, feel free to write all your ideas and everything else into the comments below that video. But that's not all for today. I just want to go with you on the other side of the table to talk a little bit more about what I'm going to do in future updates. If you're somebody that's always watching my German channel, then you already know what's going to be in that area, because the German channel is about 10 to 12 videos in the future of that video you see right now in English. But you can watch them, but I'm going to make a translation in the upcoming days and weeks of every video from the German channel. Looking at that area in the night mode, it's just a nice view, so I wanted to show you to you. But coming back to what I want to do here, you see that blue base plate on the left side. There are going to be some more base plates, and then we are going to build the dark red old train station building about that location. You can see where I'm showing it right now. There's going to be that signal box, that overhead signal box, and that's some big projects. The old building is going to be here, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and bye.